Hi, this is Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com. Today I have with me the Samsung Vibrant for T-Mobile USA. It's a Galaxy S-based Android smartphone, and it goes on sale July 15th for $199.99 with a 2-year contract. So let's open it up and see what we got in the box. You'll notice the Avatar sponsorship right on the front of the box. And when we take the top cover off, you'll notice there's also Amazon Kindle, Sims 3, Avatar again, and Mobi TV as well. All those were highlighted at the T-Mobile and Samsung Vibrant event last night. Pull it out of this protective sleeve. See, it's a really thin device, 9.9 millimeters at its thinnest. It's got a little bit of a bulge down here at the bottom though. Take a closer look at that later. Pop open the box and see what's inside. Looks like we've got a few things in here. Start guide and the terms and conditions for the warranty. A set of 3.5 millimeter stereo headphones with some extra earbuds, microphone, and a call in, call send button on the headphones as well. Micro USB cable, and that plugs into the charger, I imagine, right here, or into a personal computer, of course. Micro SD adapter card, so you can use it in a regular SD slot. There's a 2 gig micro SD card pre-installed in the device and 16 gig internal. And a recycling bag for sending back your old phone. So here's the Vibrant. We're going to remove the protective coating. Take a quick look at it. As I mentioned, it's 9.9 millimeters thick right here at its center. You can see slight bulges on the both ends, a little bit more pronounced on the bottom. Left hand side we've got a volume control. There's a lanyard fixing point. Up top, micro USB port with a sliding cover. I really like that. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. On the right edge is a power button and a lock button. No dedicated button for the camera. The camera is a 5 megapixel autofocus unit. It sits on the back. It records 720p HD video as well. No flash, you'll notice. A lot of people are upset about that. A cool, no texture, but a cool pattern on the back. It's a warm plastic feel, not unlike the Jet, I suppose, from Samsung. It doesn't have as rich of a feel as the AT&T version, the Captivate, which is metal, but it's still pretty nice looking nonetheless. Nothing too much to see on the bottom of the phone except for the microphone pinhole. Large display, and we'll talk more about the display once we get it powered up. It's going to boot up pretty quickly because it has a 1 gigahertz processor in it from Samsung. It's called a Hummingbird processor. It's based on the ARM Cortex-A8 architecture. I'm going to activate the screen by pressing the power lock button on the side. You'll notice that we've got a puzzle piece here for a missed message. If I had a missed call or other things like that, they all show up as puzzle pieces. And the cool thing is if you drag it into the hole, it will automatically unlock the phone and bring up that application. So you can see here's the text message that came in. Go back out to the lock screen. And when there's no notifications, it just shows up as a regular screen. You just swipe it to unlock it. Now since I was already at the messaging app, that's where it goes back to. Press the home button here. You can see the menu, home, back, and search keys down the bottom are touch sensitive. It's a 4-inch Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen display, 800 by 480 pixels. Really quite brilliant. Got to be the best display on the market. I've seen the iPhone 4 and I don't think it compares with the AMOLED displays that Samsung's putting out right now. Really sweet. You can see I changed the live wallpaper here to one with water ripples, just so you can get a better idea what the screen looks like. It's just really fantastic. Looks very, very slick. This runs the TouchWiz 3.0 user interface. As such, you'll see things like cool menu functionality. You can actually rearrange things just by long pressing it, and then you can drag it to a different position, or you can actually drag it to a different screen altogether, or create a new panel. And when you're done, just hit the back button. Now you've rearranged your menus. Also have a regular alphabetical grid and an alphabetical list. The Swype text input system comes pre-installed. For those of you not familiar with it, you just drag your finger from letter to letter and it picks up the word based on the pattern. You can do things like force caps locks by making certain gestures. There's a lot of cool functionality inside of Swype, and we're going to send this back just so you can see the threaded aspect of it. You get rid of the keyboard by hitting the back button. I just sent the phone another text message. Hopefully we'll see it pop up in the notification area at the top. There it is. So if you drag down the notification area, not only do you get shortcuts to things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and the silent mode, you also see, of course, the notices. This is another text message that came in. If I want to read the message in full, I can just tap on it. It'll take me right to that. And again, you can see fully threaded SMS, nice and colorful, very easy to see which message is coming from which side of the conversation. I already showed you Swype, but there are options for regular keyboards too. Samsung's own keyboard and the default Android keyboard. So no swiping on this one. Just a very traditional on-screen keyboard. While the home screen does not work in landscape mode, as you can see, you do have 7 panels to work with, or I probably should more accurately say up to 7 panels, because you're able to add and remove panels as you see fit. You go into edit mode here, you can see all the different panels, and you can delete them just by tapping on the minus sign. I'm going to guess you can rearrange them, which is really, really cool. You don't get that in other devices. This is definitely a TouchWiz 3.0 feature, which I really, really like. Also worth noting that when you have, let's go back into the main menu, when you have third-party applications installed and you're in edit mode, you can uninstall them just by tapping on the red minus sign, just like you would on a Bada smartphone. You don't have to go into Android Market, you don't have to go into settings and through a list of applications uninstall. You just do it right then and there. Really convenient. A lot of social networking support on the Vibrant. You can see I've got some accounts pre-configured into the device, pulling in contacts, pictures, and of course status feeds as well. This one's pulling in my Facebook and Twitter accounts. And when you go into the contacts, you'll see that the images and status updates are also available. So I'll jump into contacts here. And right now what you're seeing is a mixture of contacts from a Gmail account, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can see the little indicators of what's coming from where on the right-hand edge. This one's Twitter and Facebook, Russ Jeffries from Mobile Burn. If you look at the right-hand edge, you can see I can grab on it and quickly jump to a letter. See my buddy Jack Black right there. We'll go into the contacts so you can see what it looks like. Jack's not been in touch lately, so I don't have any history to show, but I can show you history in general. Text messages that came in, even Twitter private messages showing up here. Go into groups, you can look at just Facebook users. You can see I jumped into Russ's account here, and you can see updates just from Russ. If we go to the full contact list update tab, you see all the updates coming from all different sources. So we've got Facebook, Twitter, everything all mixed into one nice view here. You can retweet and reply and do things like that just like you would expect with any good social networking client. On top of Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, and Gmail, you can also pull in contacts from a corporate exchange account, which I'm also doing. I just have them hidden at this point. You saw in the box, of course, that there were sponsorships, Avatar, MobiTV, The Sims, and Kindle, and obviously those things are preloaded. So let's take a look at the Avatar movie. It's the full movie, 2.5 hours long, so let's see if I can just jump to something a little more exciting so you can see what the quality looks like.
Now trust me.
see it's very, very sharp.
I needed their help. And they need...
So here I've got the Sims 3 loaded so you can see some of the effects of the graphics processor. Notice our little character, Vibrant Vicky here, has a T-Mobile shirt on. Zooming controls, move forward and around. It's really quite cool looking. It moves really quickly. This is a live TV stream on MobiTV. You can see the quality's a little granular, a lot of JPEG artifacts in the video stream. Passable though, and you have access to, with a subscription, to live TV channels as well as a lot of on-demand, full episodes. We're downloading and installing the Kindle for Android application right now so you can see it. This is the notification area. It gives you progress as it's being downloaded and installed. I'll tap on it here. You can see it's finally been installed. And now the application is loading. Now I'm in the Kindle app and I'm going to tap on one of the free books I had downloaded. Swiping or tapping, I believe, to change pages. You can see the text is quite clear. Status information just by tapping in the middle. Very nice. Works in landscape mode as well.